Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you for checking out my channel today. So, as you can tell from the title, this is a Sephora haul update. So, I'm not going to be talking about every single product from the Sephora haul, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But if you do want to see the original haul, I will link that down below so you can check it out. So let's jump right into it. Something I was really excited to try. I kind of just have this basket next to me going in no particular order. I got a bunch of these products from CoverFX. It was the Mattifying. It came in a trio and it came with a primer, a powder, and a setting spray. So this is all part of their mattifying range and I really liked it, but I do think that in order to get the most mattifying look possible, you really have to use all three of these products together, because there was days where I would just use the primer and I would be testing out other powders. It wasn't as long lasting and as mattifying as when I used everything together. That being said, I really did like the primer itself. It is a mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment, and I love this, just putting it all over my face because I do have acne prone skin. Sometimes I'm a little bit hesitant that I do wear makeup so often, so it's nice that before I even go in with all this makeup, I'm doing something for my skin, so I really like that aspect of it. The powder I thought was really beautiful. It went on the skin so nicely. It didn't look like overly powdery. I thought it did a very good job of mattifying the skin, but again, if I didn't use it with those other two products, I found that it didn't really help keep my oils at bay. Then for the setting spray, I found that, I don't know if it's just because it's the mini, I don't know if the sprayer on the full size is different, but the sprayer comes out nicely. Hopefully you guys can see this. So it kind of shoots out and then becomes a mist, and I find that I actually like droplets on my face because of this, so I don't love that aspect of it, so I really have to kind of like hold it afar so that doesn't happen. So that's kind of like but again, I do think the three of them work best together. Some of the other facial sprays I picked up were Urban Decay. So this is the Urban Decay, the B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray. It's in this bottle, and I use this before I go in with a primer or anything, and I think it's just so nice and refreshing for the face. I'm someone who showers in the morning, so if I've just taken a shower in the morning, my face already feels quite hydrated, and this isn't something I need, but I don't necessarily take a shower every day because I don't wash my hair every day. And I find that this is really great the next day when my skin's feeling kind of dry, or if I've taken a shower and then I'm not getting ready till like hours later, then this is really great for bringing back that hydration to my skin. So I really, really enjoyed this. And then the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This did such a beautiful job about making my makeup melt into my skin. Because I've tried other setting sprays and yeah, it makes the powdery finish go away, but it's still like makeup. Whereas when I used this, I felt like it just blended seamlessly into my skin. I couldn't believe it, especially because I was testing out the CoverFX loose powder and the Mercier loose powder, and I find loose powders look so much more obvious on the skin than a pressed powder. So the fact that I was able to use loose powders and then have this and my makeup look seamless in my skin, I thought that was absolutely amazing. As for the longevity, I did find that my makeup did last quite long. All in all, if I had to choose between this and the CoverFX one, I would definitely choose the All Nighter. The Mercier loose powder, and I had this in translucent, whereas the CoverFX one, I believe, was light. It was light, and this looked so good all over the face, but the Mercier one, I really wanted to use under my eyes, and even though it's translucent, I'm just going to show it to you guys, it does have some color to it, and I feel like it's not really picking up in the camera, but it is kind of almost like creamy banana-y, like a cream yellow, and it is not at all translucent, and I felt like it really changed the way it looked under my eyes. I didn't think it was translucent, and it went on very true to color, so I would think if you have a darker skin tone, this isn't going to be translucent, and honestly I felt like it was a little too dark for me, and I didn't really love it in that regard. All over the face I thought it looked really nice, but I didn't really love it under the eye, whereas the CoverFX one I tried on the face and under the eye, and I really liked it both ways. So I think if I had to choose between the CoverFX powder and Laura Mercier powder, I would choose the CoverFX. Next I have the Kevyn Duo, which has Sculpting powder in medium, and then the Celestial highlighter. I'm glad I got a little mini size versus going and paying full price for the Sculpting powder, because I found that it is quite intense. I'll do a swatch for you guys just so you can see. This is it right here, and even when you blend it out, it is still quite dark, and I thought, oh, I don't need the light color, the medium's fine, because I really wanted to get this duo, and maybe I really should have gone for the light, because I am by no means a pro when it comes to makeup. I very much consider myself a novice, and when I went in trying to contour, I used a bit today. I feel like you can't even see it because the first time I used it, I put on, I really tried to contour. I put forehead, like cheekbone, and it was just like, I looked ridiculous. So this time I tried to use a much lighter hand to the point where I feel like you can't even see any of it. So something I definitely have to play around with more. That's not really a fault of the product itself. That's kind of just user error. But the highlighter, I was so surprised that I love this highlighter. This is what I'm wearing today. You can see a little bit here, and I think it gives such a nice natural look to the skin almost without being too over the top and too much. And I do love my over the top highlighters, but sometimes it's nice to have something that's a little bit not so in your face. But I did find this product to be very powdery. Like there's a lot, like you put your brush in, a lot comes out. And so you have to be careful that you're not over applying. I think that was my problem with the contour. And with highlighter, I don't mind applying as much, but it's definitely one of those products where you want to tap off your brush before you go in. So just keep that in mind. It picks up a lot of product. So the one skincare tool, I had two skincare tools. I had bought the Beauty Blender, but I haven't yet tried that out yet. So the skincare tool I did test out was this brush by Origins. It's called the facial mask brush. So when you're putting on a mask, instead of going in with your fingers, you go in with this brush. And this was so great. I absolutely loved using it. I felt like it applied product so evenly onto my face with the face mask I was using, and it just went on so seamlessly, and it didn't pick up a lot of product, which is something I was worried about. I thought like it's a brush, it's going to make everything go on smooth, but I was worried about it like kind of picking up too much product, and that really wasn't the case. Like maybe the product only got like this deep, like it didn't even go down, and I was using like full on surface, and it did not really penetrate the bristles. So I really like this, and I think e.l.f. also has some sort of version like this where it's a facial mask brush, but I think it's kind of a useful tool to have, and I'm really happy that I picked one up. I totally meant to tell you what products I was wearing. So as I mentioned, I'm wearing the Kevyn Aucoin Duo. I used the Cover FX Trio today to set everything, and I used Laura Mercier to set my under eye. And then for foundation, I used the Hourglass foundation stick. I'm not going to really talk about this because I did a whole first impression and my thoughts still stand, so I will also link that down below so you can check it out. I haven't yet had an opportunity to test out the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but I promise you that the First Impression Foundation Friday will be coming up on that this week, so make sure you subscribe so you can check out my thoughts on this foundation. And then the palette I'm wearing on my eyes today, not sure you can really see my eye look here, is the upside down Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I've played around with this a little bit. I don't want to give you my thoughts yet because how I've decided, because if you didn't see my original haul, I picked up 3 palettes. I picked up this, the Kat Von D Shade and Light, and that ABH Modern Renaissance. And I've been testing out the Kat Von D. I haven't really dug too much into the Modern Renaissance yet. But what I'm going to do is a get ready with me where I will have tested out the palette for a week so I can share with you my thoughts on it, do one of my favorite looks with you, and kind of just like chat with you guys. So it's a fun way to do a review, I think. So make sure again you subscribe because the Kat Von D Shade and Light Get Ready With Me will be coming up very shortly. And then just to round off eyeshadows, I also had the Touch in Sol Metallist and Glitter in number 3 Talia. And it's the silver shade. And I have the purple one of this in Lottie, and I really love that. So I was expecting the same thing. And I guess it had been a while since I used it. I don't know if this one's just been sitting too long or what the case, but the way it is, like the glitter side was so crumbly and there was just so much fallout. I could not believe it. So I wore this New Year's Eve and I was so excited, and I'm someone who I do my base makeup first and then I do my eyebrows, then I do my eyes, and last I do my lips. And such a mistake with this product because I had glitter all over my face, and luckily it was New Year's, I was hosting, wasn't a big deal, but sometimes you don't want glitter all over your face. So if you have the Touch in Sol Metallist Liquid Foil and Glitter, I would definitely suggest doing your eye makeup first. But other than that, it is a beautiful product and I just love the way the look turned out. Now, last but not least is lips, because I had 7 lip products, kind of a lip junkie. My lips today, I am wearing the Bite Beauty Movember 2016 lipstick, which looked like this. And initially I was worried that this was going to be a little much for everyday wear because it is quite a mauve color. But as you can see, I'm wearing it on my lips today, and I do think it's a very, not too crazy of a purple shade, that it is definitely okay to wear to the office or just to school, or you're not that adventurous with lipstick. It's not that crazy of a color. So I'm really happy about that one. I did find with this and the 4 other Bite Beauty lipsticks that I picked up that even though they're very creamy and moisturizing, if your lips are a little bit chapped or dry, they go on terribly. First time I tried using them, I didn't put on a lip balm first, and it's the winter, so my lips are dry, and it looked disgusting. And I was like so surprised because I've heard so many people rave about the By Beauty lipsticks, and I expected them to be so absolutely amazing, and they are, don't get me wrong, but that first application I was like, this is it? My lips look terrible. So I've realized you really have to make sure your lips are moisturized before you go in with those lipsticks, or else they just look terrible. I'm going to do lip swatches of the other shades so you guys can see how they look on the lips, and I really love them. They're from the holiday gift set. So going from lightest to darkest, we have Honeycomb, which looks like this. So Honeycomb is almost a brownish type nude. Then we have Sugarcane, which is this very nude but quite pink type color. Next is Rhubarb, a beautiful, rich, purpley pink. I absolutely love this color. And last, I would consider this the most out there color for me, is Cayenne, which is a very orange based red. So the last two lip products I have to share are from Sephora, and obviously I am showing you after I just did Cayenne, which is like a super red color and kind of hard to get off. I think I got some lipstick on my face, so sorry about that. But what I have on my lips right now is, it's number 7 from their range, but this is like my perfect nude color. It's like my lips but better, but I feel like it's coming off a little bit pinker because I had Cayenne on just before this, but it really is a my lips but better color, and I absolutely love this. It wears like a dream. It is so nice and beautiful. And last item for this haul is the Sephora liquid lipstick. It is in their shade 37. It looks like this. Here it is on the lips, and this is actually probably the most disappointing product in the haul for me. Not that it's a bad product, but it does go on a little bit streaky. It's hard to get a really good opacity to it, and without building it up too much that it just gets cakey and gross. So for that reason, I love the color, but it's coming off a lot grayer on camera. I hope the color translates well when you guys are watching this, but I really do like this color. It's just, it's hard to get it right, and when I have so many other great lip products that I just bought, it's hard to justify reaching for this, but because it is such an interesting color, there's definitely a place for it in my collection. Thank you for watching this haul update. If you like the fact that I update my hauls afterwards so you guys can get a little review, please like this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you can hear my thoughts on the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, as well as watch my Get Ready With Me's where I talk about those palettes. Hope you have a great day. Bye!